boy. Oh boy. Hey, Dr. Amaral. We haven't talked too much, but I'm one of Serene's guys from Reaper Squad, aka the, like, really beefy thug types.
Amy, you okay out there? Shit.
Working around all this time tech stuff, or chronon tech, you call it, I guess, got me real inspired, so I started writing a screenplay. There's a lot of science talk in here, so I want a scientist to check it and make sure it kind of makes sense. Would you mind taking a look? Thanks. Here's the first half of my screenplay. Time Knife. Written by Bruce Livingstone. Act 1. Interior office. Night. Bruce, savage, stands in his office. He is sexually attractive. Someone knocks on Bruce's door, and he opens it. It's a scientist lady. She looks like a librarian with glasses, but she is actually a scientist. You can tell because she has a lab coat. Lady scientist, help me. Bruce, okay. Lady scientist, take this knife because some bad apples are trying to steal it, and it's very important. Bruce, okay. Lady scientist, what's your name, handsome? Bruce, I'm Bruce. Let's shake hands. Bruce and Lady Scientist shake hands. Lady Scientist, wow, you almost broke my hand with that handshake. You are definitely a tough guy. She is impressed by Bruce's strength. She looks at his large biceps like they are delicious pieces of ham, but she doesn't want to eat them. Lady Scientist, here's the knife. The lady scientist hands Bruce the knife. It looks mostly like a knife, but also like a time machine, because it is both a knife and a time machine. But Bruce doesn't know that yet. Goons break through the windows and shoot the scientist lady. She dies. Scientist lady, avenge me! Bruce, okay. Bruce kills the goons with his legs by doing lots of kicking at them. They're dead real quick. Bruce, looks like I got a leg up on you guys. The audience probably laughs here, so Bruce waits to deliver his next line for around 5 seconds so that everyone has calmed down. Bruce, what's so special about this knife? Bruce stabs the knife into his chair. The chair disappears. Bruce, the chair disappeared. He looks at a picture on his wall, which is a big photograph from 1932, with lots of people from 1932 in it. Bruce's chair is in the picture. Bruce, interesting. My chair traveled back in time to 1932 when I stabbed it. When I stab things, they travel through time. That explains why this knife looks like a knife, but also a time machine. Because it is both. Bruce's real goofy friend from across the hall runs into the room. He trips on something on the floor. His name is Slobbo. He isn't as fat as his name sounds. Slobbo. Aw, yeah! That is Slobbo's catchphrase. They say Slobo and not Slobbo. I am certain that the screenplay is written this way with the typo. That's Slobo's catchphrase, and he says it in a real funny way. Scientist lady, whom, if you will remember, is dead. Bruce, you saved my life. The scientist lady was only faking being dead. Scientist lady, are you married? Bruce, only to my job. Scientist lady, I find that attractive but also respectable. Slobo, what about my cheek? Aw, man! Oh, she kisses Bruce's cheek. I forgot that, but I didn't read that part. That is Slobo's other catchphrase, which he says in a different but equally funny way. Bruce waits a few seconds for the audience to stop laughing before speaking. Bruce, wait. Those lips were man lips, not woman lips. Bruce pulls off scientist lady's wig. She's actually Bruce's boss, Paul Marine. Paul Marine is a douche. Bruce, my boss? But why? Paul Marine, I wanted you to kill those guys because they wanted me dead. I knew you were real tough so you could kill them easy, but I don't respect you as an employee. So I always make you do the shitty jobs, even though you've been working at my company more than most of the other guys and are real smart. Also, I don't like you because my girlfriend finds you sexually attractive. Bruce, now I understand. Paul Marine, give me my time knife back. Paul Marine snaps his fingers, and 73 goons surround Bruce. Paul Marine, you can't kill 73 goons, so just give up. Bruce, I don't have time for this. Bruce stabs himself with the time knife and disappears. Slobo, he time traveled using the time knife. Bruce opens the door. Now he is twice as jacked. Paul Marine, you're even more sexually attractive. How is this possible? Bruce, I stabbed myself and traveled to the past, then trained in all sorts of martial arts to become even stronger. I also strapped explosives into everyone's boots in the past, so that when I press this detonator, you will all explode. Slobo, yeah. Bruce, I'm glad I have stocks in this company. Paul Marine, why? Bruce, because business is booming. Bruce presses the detonator. All 73 goons blow up like eggs in a microwave. Paul Marine doesn't explode. Paul Marine, luckily, I used my metal detector this morning, which found the explosives, so I switched boots with somebody else. Say, Slobo, whose boots are you wearing? Slobo, no! Slobo explodes. Bruce, my best friend! You'll pay for this! Paul Marine, you don't want to stab me with that knife. Bruce, why not? Paul Marine, because I am actually you from the future. Bruce, that doesn't make sense. Paul Marine, yes it does. Remember that the time knife is also a time machine. I am you from the future, but I stabbed myself with the time knife in order to come back here and do all of this. Bruce, but we don't look the same. Paul Marine, that is a good point, and I'm glad you brought it up. First, I time traveled 700 years into the future to a time where humans have created advanced technology that allows surgeries that completely change people's faces and bodies. I had this surgery performed so that you wouldn't be able to recognize me, but I am actually you in disguise. I can prove it because I know many things about you. Bruce. Like what? Paul Marine. You have a birthmark on your left ankle. Bruce. I do have a birthmark on my left ankle. I am starting to believe you now. Paul Marine. You should, because even though I have a new body that I kept that birthmark on my ankle so that when I met you I could prove I was actually you from the future. I will show you. Paul lifts up the left leg of his pants, but there is no birthmark. Instead, there is an ankle holster for a gun. Paul pulls out the gun and aims at Bruce. Paul Marine. I was lying this whole time. I'm not actually you. I was just saying all that so I could get my gun. Bruce. Son of a bitch. Paul Marine. Also in future, I melted the time knife and turned it into bullets. Those bullets are now in this gun, which means that I can shoot you, but also send you through time all at once. Finally, you will be out of my way so that I can marry my girlfriend, Sophina, later today, before you'll be able to tell her that I'm a real shitty guy. Bruce. I didn't know you were getting married today. Paul Marine. I know. My girlfriend Sophina made an invitation for you because she admires you and thinks you're attractive. But I destroyed the invitation and then lied to her and said I gave it to you at work. But now I'm here to give you a different invitation to your funeral. Paul Marine shoots at Bruce. Slabo jumps in front of Bruce. Slabo, no! Slabo wasn't actually dead. Ignore the fact that we just saw him blow up thanks to boots that have bombs in them. Slabo wasn't actually dead. He jumps in front of the bullets and is shot several times, and now he's actually dying. Slabo. Avenge me! Bruce. Okay. Bruce goes to attack Paul Marine, but now Paul Marine has disappeared. Bruce. He's gone. Slabo is dying on the ground. He's covered in blood. His body is red like a hot dog covered in lots of ketchup. Slabo. You must stop the wedding. You're totally a better guy and clearly more attractive than Paul. You should be dating his girlfriend, Sophina. Slabo dies. Bruce just sits there next to Slabo for a while because many people will be crying at this point. He eventually gets up. Bruce. Looks like I'm going to a wedding. After all. He holds out the time knife. Bruce. Somebody gotta cut the cake. Cut the cake means he's gonna kill Paul. The audience will understand because of the way the actor says it. It's a real intense moment. Bruce puts on his shades. End of Act 1. It's a masterpiece, guys. He needs to make it